So here we are again, 2 days after Christmas, or the 25th of December. And how are you feeling? I suppose many of you are wondering, why didn't my beloved contact me on Christmas Day? I'm sure many of you had contact, and I'm sure many of you didn't have contact. Me, I had indirect contact, which is better than no contact, I suppose. It's an acknowledgement of my family. It was a message sent to my family from my beloved's mother. But the value of that message is they were thinking of me and my family, which is good. And Christmas normally is about families coming together, celebrating, being happy and joyful, and really appreciating what their family is. But what's more important is you woke up that morning. You woke up to the beautiful sunrise, the full moon, the nature around you, or the squabbling neighbors, or the children running around screaming and dancing and opening their presents and being happy and joyful. And whilst we contemplate on this family unity, we are in union. We are in union with our beloved in all dimensions. We're not in physical union. Some of you are. But most of the people that I talk to and speak to are not in physical union. And this plays on our conscious mind, on our conscious thoughts, and it affects us. It affected me, it affected my friends, it affected my soul family. But we all rose above it. We all took the quality and the joy out of the day, the same as we do every day. So that's the special message. Every day is precious. Every breath that you breathe is precious. Everything that you see and hear and experience is precious. You are precious because you're here. You're experiencing this beautiful planet that we are walking freely upon. And I keep going on about finding yourself, feeling a love for yourself. And this is key to most things that we want to achieve in life. We go on holiday, we loved what we did, we loved what we do. We chose a place, or we go to visit places because we love the places. We feel this connection with these places. But love comes from inside. Love is an expression, love is a sensation, love is a feeling of things just being perfect, as if perfection exists. We are perfect. We are made this way, so we have to accept that we are perfect. We are perfect in everything, every shape and form that we create. Everything that we do is perfect. So we are perfection. During this time now, leading up to New Year, everyone's going to be planning their New Year. Where are you going? What are you doing? And how are you going to celebrate New Year? How are you going to celebrate New Year? I have no idea where I'm going, what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll stay at home like I did last year. Maybe I'll go to friends and be silly and get drunk and celebrate the New Year. But again, it's just another day. It's just another passing year that is determined by time, which is created by man. So it really doesn't matter. Celebrate every day. Celebrate everything that you do as if it's the last day on the planet. Because when we can do that, we are truly living in the here and now. Yeah, we can make plans and we can make arrangements, but the best made plans always seem to go wrong. There's always this expectation, especially if you're having a party or throwing a party, you start to do the food or you start to do the drink. There's always something that goes wrong because you build it up to such an occasion. Somebody may not turn up. You may burn the food. Somebody may get drunk and cause a scene. You have this conflict going on, and this is what normally happens if you ever go to a nightclub, which most of you do, or go to a party. You know, alcohol is this amazing thing that just tends to dampen everything, because there's always somebody that gets agitated or upset or causes a fracas, and then it just ruins the whole occasion. Breathe the air, enjoy the music, enjoy the moment, and become intoxicated with that. Because when you can become high from life and love, it's an amazing feeling. You start to go into other dimensions and you start to really feel what's going on. You feel the room, you feel the arena, you feel the nightclub, you feel the environment, you feel everything. Your senses are alive, they're wired for sound. And this is what we should take. This is what we should expect. We're going to go to somewhere, we're going to enjoy somewhere, and we're going to take it for what it is. And we move away from situations that are likely to cause confrontation. We don't invite people that we don't want around us. We don't invite people for the sake of inviting them. And we just go and have fun. You know, there's many, even though this is a small town, there's a big concert going on in this town square. There's an ice skating rink there, which they build every year for the kids and adults to skate on. But it's like spring. Here today it was 10 degrees, the sun was shining, now the fog is coming. And it's not winter. It doesn't feel like winter. So the climate is changing, the environment is changing, and we're adapting. We're adapting to everything as it goes along. Nature is adapting. Nature is trying to adapt. But this weather that we're experiencing really does screw up Mother Nature. And who's responsible for that? Us. I can go on talking about climate change for hours and hours and hours, because I know quite a lot about climate change, but we are responsible for everything that happens around us, including the weather. We contribute to the way the weather is today, the El Niño weather effect. Global warming, the ice caps melting, the lack of oxygen in certain parts of the world, the smog in China. And we live with it, we cope, we adapt. Mother Nature tries to adapt. Unfortunately, Mother Nature has its own agenda. Okay. And that own agenda is to expand and to contract and to adapt itself to the way that it is. You can wake up one morning and you can see a bud on a cherry blossom tree, and you can see the bud opening and transforming into a flower, a full blossom. I've seen this in my back garden one morning this year. A cherry tree blossomed in front of my eyes when the sun was rising, the heat was going on, the sun was hitting the flower, the buds, and they just opened. It was amazing. And I think some of you guys in Canada can see this with the autumn leaves also, the transformation over a matter of hours. This is Mother Nature. This is how she is. And this is how we should be. We need to adapt and go with the flow of the way things are. And we may not have what we feel we should have in our lives, but we have what we have. Let's appreciate that, because it's so special. I had the pleasure of my daughters being here. It was a very bizarre Christmas, to be honest, but I had them here, and they bring so much warmth and love. And there was no squabbling, there was no debate, there was no issues. My eldest daughter went to her boyfriend's, my youngest daughter, she went out to her friends, and I was alone on Christmas Day for most of it. But I was enjoying being me, and I was enjoying what pleasures I had that day. And this is what I do every day. I may not be in physical union with my beloved, but I am in union. We are one. We do work together, we do talk together, we do write to each other. We are in union. Yes, I have probably more than what a lot of you have, but it started from somewhere. And from that somewhere you build. And you build the foundations for your future. Your future, not your combined future, for your future. You continue to build this, your own dome of ecstasy, your own dome of privilege and pleasure. And you invite people into this dome. And they come in, they get warm, they get comfortable, and they either stay or go. This is all our ability to be able to invite who we would like in our lives, without expectation, without precondition, without anything except, hi, how are you? It's great to meet you. Welcome to my home. Welcome into my life. You're here today. You may be gone tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. What matters is living this moment here and now. A lot of you are spending a lot of time in 5D. I had a very interesting discussion about 5D yesterday. Somebody sent me a book for Christmas. Winnie the Pooh exercise book, which is quite appropriate actually, because it's a book that I never read when I was a child. And it's from my childhood, but I remember Winnie the Pooh. And Tigger, and we see the bouncing Tigger. But the point of this is 5D is great. 5D is where our conscious thoughts are, where we should be thinking from. But we do live here in 3D. And I know when I'm off in 5D, I'm experiencing pleasures and visions and various sensations that I don't experience when I'm in terra firma. And the interesting thing that I discussed yesterday is I will read the book when I know that my foundation in 3D is strong, is able to support what I need to support. My children, my life, my day-to-day living, and how I interact with you guys is all in 3D. I have a role to perform, which is to help others to understand that there is a mission, that there is something that we should be doing, not for our benefit, for the benefit of humanity. That just doesn't mean you and your twin, or me and my twin. I know the people that I reach through my collaboration with my beloved is in several languages. I know the energy that she adds affects people that speak Russian. They begin to understand, and they're understanding a perspective from a European, from a Western European, from a guy that's traveled around the world and seen a lot of things. So they're able to experience something different, and she's able to communicate that message. And that's, I suppose, our mission, is to be able to use the skills that we have to communicate the message that needs to be said. And I will continue to do that. I will continue to share that message in as many languages as possible, because I believe that when we reach those that are unable to understand a different culture or different cultural beliefs about a concept or a phenomenon like twin flames or twin souls, they can understand it in a way from a third party's perspective, from a different culture. And that's important. I have seen my twin, I've seen her family, we are in contact, and we do share messages as a family. But there's no physical connection. We're not connected on Facebook, we're not connected in social media, we're connected on Skype. But that's about it. And we're connected by email, but we are connected. And if we didn't have that, we would be connected on a spiritual level, because we acknowledge the spiritual connection. I believe what I believe. She believes what she believes. You believe what you believe, and your beloved thinks what they believe. It's all opinion. It's all based upon what we are able to absorb, process, and understand. Let's take it back to simplicity. You believe what you believe. Live what you believe. And follow what your heart says. Follow what your soul says. Because it can't be wrong. So, Do your meditation, do your yoga, do your all of these things that you should be doing to connect with your higher self. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't connect with your higher self, because anyone can connect with their higher self. It's important, but it's also important that you're down on terra firma, because you live in this mundane world. You need to pay your bills, you need to take your kids to school, you need to do this and you need to do this. But if you can take yourself out of that situation and go and live in the bush, or go and live in the wilderness, or go and live on a hectare of land and become self-sufficient, that is a perfect scenario, because you don't rely on anything externally. You've built your own mini cosmos, you've built your own little empire, self-sufficiency. And if you look at the way man is going, so many people now are looking for self-sufficiency. They're looking to escape the rat race. Why is that? Because they can't handle the energy, they can't handle the way that life is treating them, because they have the pressure. And the biggest hurdle normally is money. I have so many wonderful ideas, so many creative thoughts on how simple things can change the course of humanity. I don't have the money to be able to implement them, but they're so simple and they work. You yourselves have many simple ideas that can work. Start to explore them, start to write them down on paper and explore this inner skill that you have, because you all have past life memory. It's just a matter of remembering. And today I was walking along the riverbank, and the past few days I've been receiving messages or emails from people about dome-shaped houses, like the Hobbit houses. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how does this work? How does this fit into my own desire to construct an eco farm, a holistic center, a place of healing? And it dawned on me when I was walking along the river that a friend of mine that lives in this town here has got 4 hectares of land that is doing nothing. So tomorrow I shall go and meet with him and see what he wants to do with his 4 hectares of land, and see how we can collaborate and how we can utilize zero money to create something from nothing. The best ideas always come from nothing. Seeds of life. How do plants grow? They grow from seeds. When you see dandelions, when you blow these are seeds. They're from nothing, but they're from something. We are the seeds of life. We are the seeds of new idea. We are the seeds of way of change. And I know that between him and I, we can create the basis of a plan to go further. And the ideas that are coming to me now are to utilize eco-friendly, self-sustainable structures that will allow others to come and heal, to be able to grow produce, and to do all of these wonderful things that are all in my head. These are ideas that I've had for years and years and years. But they start from nothing. So they're seeds. A child is created from a seed and an egg. That's how life begins. It's how the human race was created. But then you're going to ask the chicken and egg question, and I haven't got the answer to that. Man evolved from apes as far as I'm aware. But anyway, these are the simple things that we can do. Doodle, draw something, write something down on paper, and from those ideas you can grow anything. And you can grow an amazing life, and you can transform your life into creative thinking. Step out of the box, because the box is the thing that keeps you, the lid's on top. They confine you to those limitations. When you have no borders, you have no borders. I have a passport that allows me to go through 27 countries without even showing my passport. Well, I need to nowadays because of the way the world is, but that's the freedom that I have. Many of you also have that freedom. You have vast countries that you live in that you can explore. Australia, North America, South America. You can explore and you can discover. and you have that eureka moment. Each one of us has a eureka moment. When we start to explore our own imagination, we start to have these past life memories. And those past life memories are things that we've done before, and we can do again. We can repeat history, but we can have a different outcome. So, remember where you are. Remember you're living in terra firma. Use your 5D conscious thinking in a 3D reality. Leading up to New Year, on New Year's Eve, take it easy, enjoy, but enjoy the moment without expectation. Do something random, normally the best. Somebody may turn up on your doorstep, you may turn up on somebody else's doorstep. You may go for a walk and get invited somewhere. So that's the end of my message. I wish you all a very pleasant New Year's Eve. Enjoy the celebrations of the end of one more year. Enjoy the energies, enjoy the moment. Have fun and take care. Sending you love and light.